It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. Fits it through the middle. On the move, past the 40. Hits the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Willis. His first throw is an interception. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He puts some power on a deep one left. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Complete out to the right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
You got that cheat code offense. Get some momentum here. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Forced out to his right. Down the run right. Throwing deep down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They give it to him again. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-0 lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 21-zip already. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running right. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Willis to the air. DJ Chark there for the catch. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Willis looking to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. This our last play of the quarter. first down. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 21-0 our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. Pushing for the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
That one's complete, right side. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Willis to throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Running for it again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Back to the well again. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To throw, here's Willis. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Hand off to the back. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
19, target, 19. Come on, set.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Fourth down, drive on the line with this snap. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Pass complete to Walker. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down throw, here's Love. Hits his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Takes the handoff, now Love. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Willis. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Willis now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. All right, Brock, I try never to ask this, but I just feel like in this situation, do we even need to play a 2nd half today? What do you think?
Kate, you should never have asked him. Because if Frank Reich and those Buffalo Bills had that thought, they would have never come back against those Oilers in the playoff game.
You have a good point. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Pocket isn't holding to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
That's completed right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 40-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Third and long for him here. He's going deep. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
What is this? What is that? This could be worse. That's the worst call ever. Never mind. This looks bad.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Simple dive up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Offense to the line for second down. Willis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he is on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth and forever coming up. They're going for this. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one's cut along the left sideline. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, off play action. He beams one deep right side. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is Willis. He's trying another one deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back now, pressure on its way. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Love to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jeremy Chinn there on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Oh no, they get him yet again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Nixon now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Why can't we score?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
My money back.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Willis looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here's the snap on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Love out of the shotgun. He throws a bullet to the set. Big gain downfield. He has the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Nixon now to return it. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Second and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, they'll do some window dressing here in the 4th. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. And they pick him off again. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw, here's Love. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Love from the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. Into the hands of Walker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Loves to throw again. The throw is caught. He breaks a tackle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. It's taken in by Williams. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Putting a receiver in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Let it go. What just happened? Seriously? Not even a play? Look at their team. Fight hard.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Come on. This have to happen. Game up.
Here's Willis to the air. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch is made in close. Touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Willis now. Throw left side, complete. Now he's past the 25. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers take 7 points off the deficit. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
1st down, Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Raiders moments away from their 4th win of the year. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Willis to throw it. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Love out of the shotgun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Try and push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. And the Raiders are going to take over after the interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and
they connect on the deep shot. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Willis. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they pick him off again. And the Raiders capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Packers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball.
And there's our lasting image of this game. It's intercepted. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and